Good afternoon. I am here today to talk a little bit more about loving yourself to health and wealth. And I decided to do it today while I'm on a walk. And I know there's some noise in the background. I hope it's not too loud to stop you from hearing what I'm saying. I am out walking. I'm with my dog. It was time to take a break from the work that I've been doing at home. I've been writing and creating a good part of the day. And I decided to do this Facebook Live now about loving myself to health and wealth because I've had a hard time. I've had a bit of a hard time in the last months. Excuse me. Loving myself on a physical level. In the last couple of years, I've done a lot of work. Hey, Colette. I've done a lot of work around my emotional health, my spiritual health, my mental health, certainly. And I have found myself doing less about my physical health because of some issues that I was having with my knees, first my left and then my right. I found that it was painful, often very painful, to even walk down the hallway, sometimes to stand or even take a few steps on some days. And as a result of that, I found myself less physically active. Sometimes were very painful, and it would vary from day to day. I wasn't always aware of how it was going to be until I actually started being physically active. So during that process, again, I focused health, and the things that I used to love doing, yoga, hiking. Oh, if you've been to my Facebook page, you know that typically there are lots of hiking pictures and days that I spend in the woods. And I did that less and less. And this year, I barely hiked from, probably like April or May until just recently. And I share this because at times, when I look in the mirror, or even today, I'm doing a Facebook Live. I have not yet showered. I have a hat in my head because I got up and I was inspired and really excited about some of the things that I'm currently working on for myself, for my practice, for people that I work with. And once I started writing and once I started creating, I didn't even want to take a break until finally I was like, okay, listening to my body, I said, I've got to take a break. My body has been sitting too long and I haven't moved, and my dog would love to get out of the house. So I share this because wherever you are and whatever you have been beating yourself up about, this moment, any moment, is a moment that you can make a different choice. You can choose to get up and take 2 steps or 5 steps. In this particular case today, just as I decided I was going to get up and go for a walk and take my dog, I looked outside and of course it starts raining. And I thought, maybe I won't go. And I was like, no, I know I want to move. I know my body's asking me to move. So I'm going to go out and move. And before I started walking, I just had a conversation with myself. And I said, you're going to love yourself through this walk today. You're going to love what your body is doing for you. The fact that you are walking, the fact that you are moving. Even though right now I can hear the fact that I'm breathing a little heavy. And that I haven't showered, which, blows me away. Very few people get to see me like that. I decided I was going to do this anyway and love myself through it. Love my commitment to myself to move more and to take it at a pace where however I'm feeling in this moment, however I'm feeling in this day is okay. My knee, I hiked, 3 or 4 miles last week, and it was more strenuous than I had anticipated, and that was after a hike, the longest hike I had taken in weeks, the week before. And since last week's hike, my knee has been talking to me a little bit more and bothering me a little bit more. And after standing yesterday for hours in my practice, last night it was bothering me. Today it was bothering me. So I said, okay, I'm going to walk. But I'm going to walk at a pace that's okay. And that may be super slow. It may not be as far as I want to go. I share this again. Whatever choice you are making to do something different for yourself, to make a healthier choice, to move in a direction that you've been thinking about, that for whatever reason you have not done it, whatever thoughts, whatever others might be saying that has stopped you from doing something that you want. Now's a moment to start. It can be 5 steps. I think right now, based on what I've done so far, and the pace, which is pretty slow, is I'm going to do about a mile. And I'm happy with that. So again, when I love myself to health and wealth, I say that because every moment that I love myself, accept myself in whatever might be happening, whether I'm achieving the level of physical activity I may want to, because I do imagine hiking for miles. I used to hike for miles and not be concerned about elevation changes and the level of, difficulty. Certainly moderate was okay. I know that isn't my future. It's not today, and that's okay. So be nice to yourself, love yourself, meet yourself where you're at, and as long as it's your best for today, that's perfect. All right. I hope this inspired someone to take a step or 2 or 10 or 100, whether it's something physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, some change that you're wanting to make in your life. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you're doing to love yourself, especially in those difficult or challenging moments. I often say, people will hear me say, we're not meant to do this alone. We're meant to journey with others, get support from others, give support to others, and that's why I'm doing this. So if this inspired you, I'd love to hear from you, and if it did and you can think of someone who might benefit from it, feel free to share it. And I'm going to get back to my walking and love myself in every step as I move through the rest of my walk. Enjoy your afternoon. Love to you all. Until I talk to you later. Bye.